The letter arrived on a Tuesday, its paper aged and brittle. Sarah examined the unfamiliar handwriting, a shiver crawling down her spine. Black Hollow. The name itself sounded ominous, a place lost to time and shrouded in whispers. The letter was an invitation, or rather a plea, a dying wish from a grandmother she never knew. It spoke of secrets, of a darkness that loomed over their family, and a ritual that held the key. Intrigue warred with trepidation within Sarah. Black Hollow was just a name, a faded memory from her childhood. Her grandmother's stories, filled with strange tales and local legends, had always fascinated and frightened her. Now, standing at a crossroads, she felt an undeniable pull towards the unknown. The letter had awakened something primal, a sense of morbid curiosity that she couldn't ignore. The decision was made. Sarah packed a bag, her heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and dread. As she drove towards Black Hollow, the landscape transformed. Lush greenery gave way to gnarled trees, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, menacing shadows. She could almost feel the darkness closing in, whispering secrets on the wind. The town was desolate, a ghost town frozen in time. Sarah's headlights illuminated dilapidated buildings, their vacant windows staring back like empty sockets. A chill settled over her as she pulled up to her grandmother's house. It stood at the edge of town, a Victorian mansion with a foreboding presence. Overgrown ivy clawed at its walls, and the porch sagged under the weight of neglect. As Sarah stepped out of the car, a low growl of thunder echoed in the distance. The air grew heavy, thick with anticipation. She took a deep breath, her hand trembling as she reached for the rusted gate. With a groan, it creaked open, inviting her into the unknown. The front door yielded with a groan, revealing a darkened interior. The air was thick with the smell of decay, dust, mildew, and something faintly sweet and metallic. She fumbled for a light switch, her heart pounding in her chest. As the room flickered to life, she saw shadows dancing in the corners, their forms shifting and whispering secrets in the dim light. The house felt alive, its silence pregnant with unseen eyes watching her every move. Sarah ventured deeper, her footsteps echoing in the stillness. Each room was a testament to a life long gone, frozen in time like a macabre museum. She found her grandmother's study buried deep within the house. Books lined the shelves, their titles hinting at forbidden knowledge and ancient rituals. In the center of the room stood a heavy wooden desk, its surface covered in strange symbols and diagrams. And there, nestled among the arcane paraphernalia, was a leather-bound journal. Its cover was worn smooth with time, the pages filled with her grandmother's elegant script. As Sarah opened the journal, a musty odor wafted up, mingling with the scent of decay. The words swam before her eyes, each one a brushstroke painting a chilling portrait of Black Hollow's dark history. A sudden gust of wind slammed a window shut, the sound echoing like a scream in the silent house. Startled, Sarah dropped the journal. When she picked it up, a loose page slipped free. On it was a crude drawing of a hooded figure performing a ritual, their arms outstretched towards a blazing pyre. Below the image, her grandmother had scrawled a single sentence. "The ritual must be completed." The words hung in the air, heavy with unspoken menace. A blood-curdling scream shattered the silence. It was coming from the basement. Terror lending speed to her feet, Sarah raced towards the sound. She flung open the basement door, her heart hammering in her chest. The air was thick with the stench of damp earth and something else, something ancient and evil. At the bottom of the stairs, illuminated by a flickering circle of candles, was her grandmother. But it wasn't the frail old woman from the faded photographs. This woman was vibrant, her eyes blazing with unholy light. In the center of the circle lay a pentagram drawn in what looked like blood, and within its confines, Sarah saw with mounting horror a figure bound and gagged. "Grandmother?" Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. The woman turned, a triumphant smile spreading across her face. It's too late, child. The ritual is almost complete. She gestured towards the bound figure. This town demands a sacrifice, and you will take my place. As the woman chanted, the air crackled with energy. Sarah tried to run, to escape the madness, but the shadows held her fast. They wrapped around her, constricting her like a vice. And as darkness consumed her, she saw her grandmother's face, twisted in a grotesque mockery of a smile. The curse of Black Hollow had claimed its newest victim.